It's the second half at Footy Park. LIENERT, Miller, LIENERT down to Lamb. Can't get a kick away. Help there, or going down on the ground. And going to get a free kick for that, for a high tackle. And that's going to be Shaw. Played very well in the first half. Gives it away to BELTON. BELTON goes out wide. Well put to O'Donoghue. Gee, he's got a good pair of hands. He's clear. Puts a long one in towards goal. One-on-one. Whitwell, Lennon in front. Did it well. And he'll run the ball through his own goal line for a minor score. Lennon has played particularly well at full-back for Sturt, as good as any player they've got in the first half. That takes West on to 5-8, Sturt 4-5.
I agree with that. Kick in from Lennon. Oh, Whittlesey over the top. Paynter, they're the two players that'll fire Sturt. Paynter, the luxury, a couple of bounces. Larkins is chasing but making no ground. 10th kick as he goes toward half forward. Oh, big fly from behind by Winter. Good mark. Plays on quickly to Burgess. Back to Winter again. Transfers the play to grandstand side. Ravisi has got the set. Dutton takes it off hands. Gets the handball across Argus. Oh, it's just a bit slow, but he's got the ball. Now he's got to give it away. Oh, the kick around the body. Gary Argus, what a beauty. Great goal.
Well, Gary Argus is known for kicking goals like that ever since he's been at the Blues. Probably 3 or 4 seasons. He's kicked them from anywhere. In fact, you'd back him on a shot like that more so than when he's just got a set shot at goal. But that's the one the Blues needed. That's got them to within 3 points of West Adelaide now. That plus their excellent last 5 or 6 minutes of the second quarter, and the Blues are right back in the fight. 5-8 to 5-5.
Argus has done some useful things across half forward with his 8th kick. As Daisy said, his first goal. Back in the centre. LIENERT favoured by that. Tap down to Odie, couldn't quite get it away. Paynter the soccer. Kitchke looks to be playing centre half forward. Tackled heavily. The tap out, plenty of desperation there. Burgess, oh, didn't like the attack, and now he's gone back. The kick has gone down to half forward, and Burgess still at half back. Oh, comes across. The handball from McKinnon was good to Filkey. Filkey toward the goals, and he stabbed at it again. Well, he was lucky to score a point. Plenty of action behind the play, and should have been a goal by Grantley Filkey.
Did everything right except kick it. Reid on a long lead. Coming out to the grandstand side. McWilliams out here with him, McKinnon. McWilliams did well to get rid of McKinnon. Whittlesey coming into the game a lot stronger now. McWilliam in the 1-2. Strong rebounding. Drives in long. Up towards the half-forward line. Coming out with the football is Wilmot. Gives a chance here now to Dutton. With the ball is Radbone, and he's kicked out on the full under pressure. And the penalty free kick will go on the back lines to Craig Williams.
Well, the ball is moving faster into the forward line of Sturt. Williams now with the kick away. LIENERT spoils away. In there is Richter, and caught holding the ball. Umpire reckoned that he had the chance to get rid of it. He looked to be attempting it. Carl Herbert, the handball across to Miller. Miller across, looking for Shaw. Intercepted Paynter. And out of bounds. It's 4 points the difference, and the game is livened up here at Footy Park.
You're not wrong. At least it's a contest. Lamb through. McWilliam left the footy behind. In go the heavy bodies. Well done, Kitchke. Concedes brilliantly back to LIENERT. LIENERT off the half-back line. Kicks long towards Argus at centre-half forward. Richter read it beautifully. Tried to get a kick away, lost it. Russell, well done. Gives a chance, Paynter. Argus on the left leg again. Fires it in towards goal, but he pulled it too far across and just gets the minor score. Gee, the build-up was great. The end result only a point. 5-6 to 5-9.
Much crisper work by Sturt as they go forward. West Adelaide defence under pressure. Patterson from full back. The long kick out. Craig Williams underneath. Dutton over the top. And I always thought the man in front was paid. Dutton was on that occasion. He came from behind. The kick away, looking for Wilmot. Lumbering out. Oh, favoured his Radbone by the bounce as he goes to goal. And that's an easy one. Sturt are in front.
Well, that is terrible defence by West Adelaide. Brilliantly done, Radbone. He's got a ton of speed, but there's no way known that West Adelaide shouldn't have cleared that ball as it went into attack. Cannot understand the umpire. Graham Schutz playing the man behind. First time in the history of the game, but still that's how he saw it. And that's a good goal to Sturt, and they've hit the front. 6-6 to 5-9, 5 minutes into the second half, and the Blues now playing a lot better football. They've had first use of the ball in this first 5 minutes. West Adelaide has been struggling, and they're going to have to lift their game from here.
Umpire Rick Kinnear with the ball. The crowd now buzzing. LIENERT in ruck. Miller the tap out. Shaw the kick forward has played well towards centre half forward. McKinnon over the top. Desperate. Whittlesey allowed to come away. Centre half forward. Oh, a brave attempt by Argus off hands. Herbert, the handball wide to Belton. He goes even wider. Filkey has made ground there. Well, he didn't take the mark and should have. Sporting the new hairstyle. He's gone short, Grantley Filkey, toward Neville Shaw. Shaw has got plenty of time. Well shepherded as he goes in toward full forward. Whitwer, oh, he was up high, couldn't take the mark. McGowan's got the pace back there. The kick away, looking for the boundary line. Ravisi will get there. He'll keep it in play. Just slips at that vital moment. Now he's balanced. Puts it back underneath the ball, LIENERT. Spoiled away well by McKinnon. Took the arms away from LIENERT. Reid opened well in the first quarter. McGowan useful on centre wing with his sixth kick after coming onto the ground. Winter used his body well, and over the top, Carl Herbert the free kick. Lamb to centre half forward. Filkey the run.
Oh, geez, clear again. What can he do? One bounce, or he comes back in, put himself under pressure, shoots for goal, and Lennon back in defence there's going to get Sturt out of it again. On the left leg, geez, a little slow to get rid of it. Paynter back in defence. Under pressure. Reid, good tackle, put on in there by Jeffrey James, but kicking out of defence is Walk. Back towards Winter, thumped away Burgess. Lamb used his body, Burgess skill, pace, puts it out wide now. On the lead out there is McKinnon, and that's where the ball ends. Brilliantly put. McKinnon elects to play on. Whitwer clear, Lennon with him again. At the back of the pack now it's Shaw. Shaw back to Belton. Belton has a chance and he's missed it again. 10th kick, not a good one, and West Adelaide can't find the wide opening.
Well, they may rue this kicking at goal, West Adelaide. 5 goals 10 from 15 scoring shots. Paynter makes the lead wide. Beautifully put and well taken. 15th kick, John Paynter down to half forward. Mark Dutton couldn't quite control. Herbert working hard. Gets it out. Ravisi close to the boundary line. Smother was on by McGowan. Good work. Good pressure. And it's all Sturt in the first 8 minutes of this third quarter. Boundary throw in, centre wing. Miller, the tap down. Grosser. Oh, the tackle was heavy from behind by Kitchke. Lamb comes away. Tries to get around. The handball was short and hard, and Winter made hard work of it. Across to McGowan from Richter. Sturt into attack. Up there and in front. The mark taken by Patterson. He breaks away. Good work. Goes towards centre wing. McKinnon's there. Oh, a big fly by McWilliam.
Gee, Sturt playing with confidence now. Radbone clear. In the pocket is Wilmot if he can get it down there. Patterson cuts off that one. And Radbone puts it up for grabs. Argus is there. Patterson over the top. Miller back. Kitchke. Argus comes out with a football. Richter 30 metres out. Shoots for goal and it's home again. The Blues on fire. Goal 1. Kick 6. 7-6 to 5-10 on 9's Wide World of Sport. Lennon short. Walk. Out wide to Paynter. Geez, well clear again. He can find the spaces. Kick number 23. Long to the lead of Kitchke. Beautifully put. Wasted a few of his kicks early, but certainly he's come back strongly into the game. Kicked in by Richter. Up towards the half-forward line. Argus whips out a long one. Oh, he hasn't got the football. It's got to be a free kick to Patterson, and that's the way the umpire will rule. Patterson has got to get round Wilmot first. Oh, the kick is a shocker. Richter almost. Winter, who hasn't looked fit today, back to Patterson. Shrugs that tackle and kicks long back towards the half-forward line. O'Donoghue, Lamb, Walk, drop the footy, Lamb through, left the football behind. Perugini got it out. No, McKinnon got it out, but finally it's Winter. Odie the runner, one to beat. Odie flips it back now. Not a good one. LIENERT goes in long. On the lead is Wilmot. 1-2 grabs, can't complete it. Winter edges the ball around the corner. McGowan.
Well, McGowan has played well on centre wing, doesn't waste any time. Across to Scott Russell. Scott Russell long to the goal front. A tumble punt. It wasn't a good kick. And Craig Williams is there to relieve the pressure for West Adelaide. To Belton now. He's got 10 metres. Has taken probably one more bounce than he wanted. Oh, didn't get any talking from behind. Radbone caught him up, but he managed to get the kick away, Belton. Toward Clayton Lamb, who's called to play on now. Decides to get around one player. Now has to go around the second in David Odie. Puts the ball in. Again, one-on-one. Lennon uses his body well. Whitworth couldn't grab it. Lennon over the top of it. A stalemate. Two Sturt players hugging the ball and each other. And the umpire will come and bounce it only 15 metres out from the West Adelaide goal. That's desperation, Daisy.
Oh, yeah, gee, the Sturt defence has played well. Reid, McWilliam, and as I've mentioned, Lennon, they've all been brilliant. They're back there. Too strong for West Adelaide, that's for sure. Kim Russell, McPhee has done his job too. Perugini under pressure, tries to get it out to O'Donoghue. Starved of opportunities in the second half. Filkey gives it back. If they can pick it up. Carl Herbert looks now back for Ravisi. Did that well, runs into trouble. Oh, back turn into trouble. Got absolutely swallowed by Paynter, and he takes the ball at centre-half back.
Oh, West Adelaide, that's the hard way to do it. The handballs are at the feet, and they're always struggling. John Paynter's not a struggler, though. 24th kick, and 9 handballs today, early into the final quarter. Used the ball wide toward Kim Russell. And Sturt is steadying. 7th kick to Russell, Kim Russell. Towards centre wing. Winter's up high, got his hand to it. Kitchke there as well, David Odie. And umpire Rick Kinnear will bounce the ball on centre wing. West of 5-13-43, 22 points in the rears of Sturt, 9-11-65.
Carl Herbert in the pack, Miller. Richter trying to get the ball out, and the umpire will ball it up once more. West led by 9 points at quarter time, 8 at half time. As I mentioned, that turnaround, it's Blues by 23 at three-quarter time. Hard body work in there. The first quarter was awful. You can't say anything else for it. A low-scoring game, only 2 goals, all the mistakes in the book. But since quarter time, it's steadily built into quite a good spectacle. Shaw can't hold the ball. Taken over the line with him for a throw in a centre wing. Sturt with more options in attack. West Adelaide, other than O'Donoghue, can't find a winner. McKinnon started well, but he seems to be shackled a little bit now. O'Donoghue high, longer than higher. I mean, higher than longer. Off the fingers. Here's a chance for Filkey. He's been the player that's just about had to run the ball into attack. Coming to meet it, Russell. Beautifully done, and has done well in the back pocket. Slips it out now. McWilliam puts it out wide. It's all Sturt. All Paynter needs is a sit. Just gets it centimetres inside the line. McGowan on the run. Gives it to Scotty Russell. The Blues in their attack. Wilmot on the lead. And that's where the ball ends. Football, the Blues off the half-back line. Using the ball superbly at the moment. And making West Adelaide look positive lethargic. Has booted 3. Should have more. 8th kick. And that one is not one of his better ones easy. He started like that. Got a couple in the second quarter, one in the third quarter. But Ian has kicked better than he has today.
So the margin's still 23 points as it was at three-quarter time in favour of Sturt. Still a chance for West Adelaide to come back. They've got to do something up forward. Miller has worked hard in ruck. Went without the ball then. Carl Herbert around the body towards centre wing. Whittlesey. He won't shirk the issue. Great mark. McKinnon was coming in strongly, and the captain took it well at centre wing. This 22nd touch as he goes in. Kitchke being edged out by Winter. Big fly by Williams from behind. Kitchke's over the top, but Larkins across towards sure the kick out came. I don't know whether it was meant for Miller, but he kicked it wide, and that'll beat all players out of bounds. Almost 9 minutes played in the final quarter.
Brian, I don't think West can win. They haven't got any spirit left. Sturt looking the better side even now. You'd think there was a force 4 gale blowing to the northern end in that third quarter, the way the Blues played. David Odie couldn't get the ball out. McKinnon looked for Belton, who's done well, but McWilliam comes out with a footy. David Odie, out goes Wilmot again. It's beautifully put. Oh, place out all the way. Wilmot has led superbly all afternoon, and in the main, the Blues haven't let him down. That's his 8th mark. He hasn't kicked well from this distance, though, today. Maybe the ball is just will not move in the cold conditions. And here's a chance. Paynter hooks around the corner, and that is offline. Gee, Paynter doesn't like that at all, and I tend to agree with John Paynter. It looked good from here, but the umpire was only going to wave one flag, and that's how it'll go in the scorebook.
Yes, no doubt that was a goal, but umpire caught unawares. Well, out of position, should we say. Nevertheless, still they've got a handy advantage. 24 points. Short kick out. Oh, over the top, Argus. The kick wasn't good. No pressure applied. Argus toward the goal front. He goes. Just offline. Further point, 25 points in favour of Sturt, and everything looking good for the Blues.
You're not wrong, Bucky. West Adelaide have made some huge mistakes in defence, but in the main, Sturt hasn't made them pay for it. Winter, LIENERT over the top. Kitchke there, 2-on-1 behind Told, and that's where West Adelaide has been in trouble all afternoon. Sturt has had too much height. Miller and O'Donoghue are the West's biggest players, and they've been just outreached. Hutton puts it on its way, and oh, gee, you can't get any closer than that. He's moved into the pocket from centre wing, and he's got some important touches. In fact, in actual fact, he's got 17 and booted a goal, so it hasn't been a bad performance from the pocket.
Patterson looking for a lead, decides to go straight down the ground. Good kick too. Williams in position on the second grab. Handball away. Shaw, wide Belton. Played well Belton on centre wing. Looking for something up forward, as West Adelaide have so often. 14 kicks to Belton. Lennon dives. Whitwer now the pick-up. Oh, he's tackled though. In there, Kim Russell. Walk as well. Tackling heavy, and the umpire will bounce it. Ferragini fighting for it. He's got it, but gives it back to umpire Graham Schutz. That's about 40 metres out from the West Adelaide goal. O'Donoghue. Handball out by LIENERT was good. Whittlesea away towards centre wing. Burgess is there. Can he trap it? He should get the run of it close to the boundary line. Pressure applied from Kitchke. Burgess concedes ground. Now kicks it back to the centre area. Plenty of West Adelaide hands there. Nichols is there. Belton trying to get it out. Argus applying the pressure with a tackle. Umpire Rick Kinnear says, I'll have it.
He's very sensible with those decisions there where the ball's underneath the player. He tries to give them enough chance to get rid of the ball without being too quick on the whistle. He's done it well. Speaking of doing it well, hasn't Sturt done it well since half-time? David Odie to Whittlesea. O'Donoghue, great tackle. Williams to Filkey. Filkey's clear now, gets it out wide. McKinnon's going to get run down. Brilliant tackle. Lamb gives a chance now. Shaw into the open goal, and West Adelaide have got one at last. Gee, they needed it. 18 kicks, goal one. 6:13 to 9:15 on Nine's Wide World of Sport. $4,867 patrons at Footy Park, and what the game has lacked as a spectacle, it's made up as a contest as West Adelaide make their bid. Tap away by LIENERT. Richter. Or was it Russell? Richter it was. Burgess. High to back towards centre wing. Ravisi gets the leap, but in front it's Argus, and he's played well. Puts it out for McGowan. He's added some pace to the attack at centre wing. Grosser back in defence. Well screened there by Larkins. Williams back to Grosser in the double. Now Burgess. Belton's out here. Belton clear. Oop. He thought about running on, but the interchange stopped him doing that as Freeble's back on the ground. A long kick in up towards Whitwer. Walk. Lost the footy. Here's the chance. Whitwer open goal. And West Adelaide are back in the fight. Goal 2, kick 4, 7:13 to 9:15.
Well, it was fortunate. The tackling was good. I suppose that's what made it up at that full forward area for David Whitwer. As the ball came up, you would have given him no chance because he had a couple of Sturt players to beat in the air. But he got it on the ground. The tackling was good. That allowed the free ball for David Whitwer. He picked it up, slammed it through, and now the difference, only 14 points.
Well, the moment of truth for both sides. West need a win to keep them in or near the 5. Sturt need a win to give them a chance to get into the 5 and keep their chances alive for 89. At the bounce, it is free ball. Ball comes to Grosser. Farms it off now to Filkey. Filkey up towards the half-forward line. With the ball is Shaw. Might be beyond his distance. Off goes Whitwer. West Adelaide forwards haven't been in position too well today, and Shaw is going to go for goal. 19th kick, Jeff. He kicks this. This will throw the cat amongst the pigeons. A nice-looking kick by Shaw, and he's homed it. I think close. Goal! Third goal to Shaw. 3 goals in 3 minutes, and Western in turn burning. 8:13 to 9:15 on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
We said West Adelaide haven't had much up forward, and now they're starting to fire. Neville Shaw coming in with 2 goals in this quarter, Whitwer with 1. And things are looking good for the Bloods. 8 points the difference, 15.5 minutes played.
Well, Bucky, anybody's game now. Can the young Sturt side regroup and get back into it? Kitchke gets the tap away. Here's a chance through Paynter. What a brilliant performance. Kicks out wide. Out on a long lead now is Wilmot. Patterson right there with him. Towards the line they go. Winter. Patterson. Patterson needs support. Tries to find it in Winter. Back there Larkins. In goes Patterson. And it's a push in the back. Said umpire Graham Schutz. And the free kick will go to Wilmot. Right out on the half-forward left flank.
Would be 45 metres, 50 metres perhaps from goal. And with his 10th kick, Ian Wilmot lining up, has kicked 3 goals. But on today's form, I wouldn't think he'd make the distance from there. It's a better kick. Puts it up to the goal square. Freeball's up there, the tap away, or the spoil, should I say, from West Adelaide. Runs it over the line. 70, plays 61. 9 points the difference. West Adelaide right back into the game. Umpire calling for the kick to be retaken by Paul Nichols because the umpire hadn't signalled.
Coach Morris looking worried. Seemed to have the game in his control at half-time, although Sturt came back and kicked 3 in 5 minutes towards the end of the second quarter. But it all went astray in that third quarter. O'Donoghue through. Has to come up a long way to get his kicks from centre-half forward. This was a brilliant performance in the first half, but he suffered a bit as West Adelaide have gone down into the mire in the second half. Filkey, he's worked hard all day. The run comes from Patterson. Williams will get it next. West a chance to build now. Goes out wide. Ravisi has to give it back. Patterson. West Adelaide stream into attack. Great tackle, McGowan. Ravisi again throws it out looking for Grosser. In goes McKinnon. Kim Russell back in defence. And West Adelaide have blown an opportunity. Oh, Argus is clear if he can get the footy. Right there with him, Filkey. Oh, too good. Patterson wants it out. Nowhere to go. Back now to Larkins. Argus stirred into attack again. Some tied players. Wilmot over the top. Miller. Miller's played well. He's clear. Back to centre field. It's taken there by Patterson.
Now can West Adelaide work it forward. Patterson across towards Shaw. McKinnon's got it. Plays on quickly. Carl Herbert underneath the ball. He's got the run. He's in the forward pocket. Well shepherded around the body in toward full forward. Oh, the kick had just curled away at the last minute. And 1 point. The score. West Adelaide within 8 points again. Interchange. Robert Veal onto the ground. And Michael Freeball off.
Kim Russell has the run coming from Odie. He's clear at centre wing. Puts it on its way to Richter. Argus out there as well. Richter in front. Argus into the pocket. Off goes Radbone. Richter's settling down. 10th kick. In high towards Wilmot. Patterson there with him. Thumps the ball clear. Odie again. Taken off him by Filkey. 24th kick coming up if he gets a kick. Oh, runs into tackle. High tackle. He was lucky. Had his chance. might have been just a little bit fortunate, but Grantley-Filkey gets it half-back flank.
He's roamed far and wide for his 24 kicks today, Grantley-Filkey, been a good player. 8 handballs as well. Off hands, Craig Williams has got it, gets it out. Chance for a VC, the kick short toward the full forward area in front. Whitwer taps it over, that's clever work. Walk read it well and tapped it to the boundary line. And that could have been dangerous for Sturt had David Walk not done just that. 8-14, plays 9-16, Sturt in front by 8 points. The 19.5-minute mark of this final quarter. Kitchke in ruck. Lennon takes it away. Fine player toward half-back. Shaw picks it up. Looking around, Neville Shaw with his 21st kick. He goes forward. Kitchke's back there in defence.
7th mark to Kitchke. The game not over yet, only 8 points the difference. Sturt slowing the ball down. You'd think there was a force 4 goal going to that lake end there. West Adelaide coming home with a wet sail as well. Good Mark Williams. Not sure whether he thought he had to play on or he was about to play on. But he's going to send the Bloods into attack. They're down by 8 points. Still plenty of time. We're at the 20-minute mark. In towards the half-forward line. Big leap by Herbert there. Not successful. Reid gets it out. Onto the boot quickly there of Russell. Out at centre wing, it's the other Russell, but he can't keep the ball in play, and it's a throw-in on a half-forward left flank.
McWilliam in a little bit of strife, it seems. Sturt could do without that. Scott Russell around toward Paynter. Paynter with his 27th kick, long toward the half-forward area. Oh, Wilmot, the good spoil from behind by Patterson. Both players vying for the ball, making it their object, and Patterson eventually the winner with the spoil away. It's about 40 metres around from the Sturt goal, and the Blues are leading by 8 points, over 21 minutes played. In ruck, Miller gets it away. The short kick doesn't cover much distance. David Odie can't control, and again out of bounds.
McWilliam coming off, he's blown an ankle. LIENERT back on as Sturt ring their changes. 8 points the difference. 22 minutes gone. In there is Miller. Down towards Herbert. Hanging on there to Russell. The umpire couldn't see it. I'm not sure whether it was Russell. He and Richter, or one of the Russells and Richter, looked very similar. At Scott Russell it was. I was correct the first time. And the umpire's going to bounce it on Sturt's half-forward line. Miller in. Carl Herbert with a footy around the corner. Tumbles one in comes O'Donoghue and takes a strong mark. Gee, shows some courage. This fella can play football. His 8th mark. West Adelaide into attack again with kick number 12. Up towards Lamb on the half-forward line. LIENERT back for Sturt. Too slow. Here's a chance now for Lamb. Lamb's got the football. Oh, he's legged. The umpire didn't see it that way. Scotty Russell back to walk, and Sturt out of trouble again. In towards the half-forward line. Coming to meet it is Radbone. Radbone has got McGowan wide. Puts it up now. Patterson comes to meet the ball. 1-2 grabs. He can't complete it. Wilmot under pressure. Gives it back to Richter. In goes Radbone. Out goes Radbone. He goes down in a crumpled heap. And the umpire said, holding the ball. Gee, he's a little stiff.
Oh, Larkins has got it. He was stiff, there was no doubt. Patterson provides the run. West Adelaide go forward again. Wide towards centre wing. Filkey again has made space. Puts it back to the scoring position. Centre half forward. McKinnon's underneath. Oh, Lamb over the top. Clayton Lamb the mark. 45 to 15 metres out from goal. Wastes no time. Goes short. Looks for Grosser. Oh, has he got it? The umpire's paid it. Leon Grosser looks hurt. Well, he was met heavily. He's up. He looks to be okay. A very important kick at goal. Grosser about 40 metres out from goal. With his 13th kick, you wonder whether his tired legs will make the distance. And he comes. Puts it up. I think he's made the distance, and the accuracy's there too. 2 points in it. His second goal, Leon Grosser. West Adelaide go to 9-14, trailing Sturt 9-16. Back Back in the centre, Miller. LIENERT gets it. Oatey feeds it out. Paynter forward, right deep into the full forward area. West Adelaide players are bound there. They mess it up, though, between the two of them. Nichols has got it as he caught holding the ball. The umpire's on the spot, says yes. Umpire Rick Kinnear. Well, they had the chance. Patterson was there as well. They had the ball between the two of them. Not a lot of talking, and Radbone the free kick. Shane Radbone kicked the goal in the third quarter with his 10th kick now, lining up from 40 metres out. Coach Rick Davies really wanting this one. Sturt need a win, but again, so do West Adelaide. Radbone taking plenty of time. The kick's long enough. Oh, it's straight enough too. Great goal, Shane Radbone. His second.
Well, that's the breather the Blues needed. We're into time on, and it'll take a good side to get up and win from here. But Sturt have hung in there. Their youngsters have lifted their weary legs. Young Radbone, who's got a ton of pace there, won the free kick with a great tackle. Fine kick. And now Sturt are 8 points in front with about, I reckon, 3 minutes left to play. But, gee, oh, golly gosh, that was an important goal. Could be a match saver rather than a match winner.
It's important for West Adelaide to get this one away from the centre. Miller got the tap down. Oh, Whittlesey was there. Miller stifled the kick. Whittlesey again gets the handball out. Oatey's desperate, soccers it, keeps it in front. Good play for Scott Russell. Stirred out of into attack, but back in defence. Good work by Nichols, it is. Say it looked like Burgess, but Nichols it was. Filkey has made space again. He's got the mark. He's got to move it forward quickly. West Adelaide need 2 goals in a short space of time. 26th kick. He goes toward the half-forward area. Spoiled away. Comes to ground. Ravisi through. Whittlesey doing everything in his power to keep it in Sturt possession. Reed the handball across. Richter's got it now at half-forward. He goes toward the goal front. He's offline with a kick. It doesn't matter. A point is as good as anything for Sturt at this stage of the game.
Oh, yes, seconds running out for West Adelaide. Sturt supporters can't keep their bottoms on their seat. Sitting right on the end of it. It's been a tense game in the end. You wouldn't have thought so after the first quarter. Patterson kicks out to the outer side. Off the fingers, Miller. Throws it out in hope more than anything. Reed gets it back to McGowan. McGowan to Richter. And Sturt is steadying like a good side. Richter's about 45 out. I don't think he's really worried about that. He's worried about the seconds ticking away. He's booted one. Been a useful performer on the half-forward line. Kick number 12 coming up. 11 handballs, so that's odd. Over 20 possessions. And that's a nice-looking kick, but it's going to be dragged well offline. In fact, the umpire rules out on the pull. Seconds tick away. 27 minutes gone. 9 points to the Blues. Patterson with the ball. He's got to get into play quickly. West Adelaide have got to go forward and long. Goes short to Miller. Has been one of their best players, but he can't afford to waste time. 13th kick. Puts it out toward half-back. Plenty of players up there. LIENERT's got 2 grabs at it. And Brett LIENERT the mark. Now he'll take all the time in the world. He's entitled to. Sturt are in front by 9 points. Pulls the socks up. And I think time has beaten West Adelaide, and Sturt for that matter. They deserve the victory, the double Blues. LIENERT close to the man on the mark. The kick was touched off the boot. Comes to Winter. The kick back. He goes toward half-back. Filkey has taken the mark. Plays on quickly across to Burgess. That's 2 of their best players. Across to Belton, who's done well as well. Back again, Filkey. Short pass in toward Ravisi in the centre of the ground. Now, West Adelaide players are running. Ravisi across to Shaw. He could have used someone short. He did eventually to O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue long toward the goal front. Back there is Kitchke. Will he get his hands to it? Lennon, in fact, it is. And the mark taken by Bruce Lennon in defence. And that's one of the many good things he's done today. 15-metre penalty to boot. Well, he's been a star. Top young player. 29 minutes gone. Time running out for the Bloods. They've got to score 2 goals. And Lennon's going to take his time, as he should. Siren sounds, the Blues have done it. Turned out to be a great game of football.